You're telling me the X person got scared to die, so he joined a thing that made him feel like it was okay to die.
Well, that's very obvious to understand, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I would say that when you're on your deathbed. Okay, I would just say when you're on your deathbed, any sort of regrets you have in your life will coming up, regardless of whether or not you thought you had any beforehand. And we don't fucking have like loads of information on Amish people on their deathbeds.
Yeah.
I think that it's probably quite true that they're happy. They're very happy people.
Would it be?
I think.
Would it be death bales for them?
Yeah.
Ew.
I think dogs are happy as shit.
Yeah, I think they are happy, but I'm saying, especially when they're so family driven, right? And I feel like since they are family driven, it's of course they're going to be happy.
I think that's a confirmation bias. I think people can be happy living all sorts of different, various, diverse lifestyles, and like to say like, well, these guys say they're happy is just kind of like,
well, without
they express
the
values that I
manipulation
agree
of
with.
Society, right?
Well, it is the manipulation though, because it's them. They're raising their generations to believe very specific things and have very specific values. Which is why Rumspringa doesn't really like mean much either as like a data point, because like if you're raised up until the age of 16 to think that all of the shit on the outside is evil and the devil and awful and will destroy your life, then obviously you're not going to stick with it when you have the opportunity, because you're like, oh yeah, I was warned all this is going to ruin my life, so I'm going to go back to the way things were. Like you were raised to believe that, so like it doesn't really work.
Brainwashing is a wild and powerful thing.
Sure. All right.
So today we are ending this campaign early in a truncated session, which has resulted in me having to write up a, let's call it like a 4-chapter short story, more or less, to try and do that.
Are we just listening, or are we role-playing a little as well?
If you feel like you want to chime in here and there, that's fine, but like, you know, what I wrote is what I wrote, and I'm not going to deviate too much from it. I think I've done a pretty good job at dictating what everybody would do, or how they would react to various different things, but who knows? Maybe, like, I don't know. This is a very odd thing. I've never done this before. I've done ends of campaign epilogues before. I've never done wrap up what we're doing and then just fucking summarize everything and then just do an epilogue based off of your summary before. This is weird.
You've never done season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I hope this isn't going to be as disappointing as season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones.
I didn't mind season 7.
Disappointing.
Okay, so as you might recall, you guys were in the midst of an investigation as far as the Magisters were concerned, because apparently there was some sort of conspiracy that was resultant in the stealing of the Codex Mortem, the book of Enon Volkmar, the most powerful necromancer that ever existed, who led a scourge on the whole of Oregon hundreds of years ago. You were in the midst of this investigation. You were told to look into all sorts of different potential leads on falsified records, on people using magic to obscure what was what, things like that. Wrapping this up a little bit, as you guys kind of gather up all of the information, you return back to the chamber of the sort of main chamber of the Mages Guild here at the top of the library in Grove Air. And the chamber itself almost trembles with the weight of revelation. You have scrolls of falsified records. You have the bloodied confessions of cultists, fragments of the black script that have been torn from hidden vaults that now lie exposed beneath the light of a dozen conjured orbs. The Archmagister and the Magisters themselves, once untouchable, cannot hide their stains. The Codex Mortem has been recovered, and the trail of lies leading through noble halls and guild vaults has lied bare. Nixie, with her sharp-eyed, calculating mind, has threaded every clue together like lines of twine on a spider's web. It's her patience, her relentless scrutiny that unmasks the deception, each forgery and misdirection laid open as though the culprits themselves have almost confessed. Savant, in his solemn and commanding ways, has spoken for the dead who cannot. His prayers to Krakadon have carried a gravity beyond piety, a thunderous reminder that truth is not only discovered but also judged by the gods. His voice binds the testimony of cultists and criminals alike until even the most skeptical of the magisters are forced to understand the truth. Azalea has kept a cool air amongst the group, having herself been tempered with a sort of love and care. She has reminded all that gathered that while corruption is an evil thing, it cannot simply be answered with vengeance, and there must be justice that is thought about in how to approach this. There has to be a future after these revelations that is worth saving. Her presence sort of steadies those who might falter, and with Kade at her side, she shows that the bonds of love are as sharp as a weapon as any steel. Torque, ever the soldier and ever the shield, has made sure that the party has survived the bloody nights that led to this moment. In the darkened alleys where the Magister's hired blades have made their last stand, it was his intensity, his rage, and his iron grip, his unbreakable will that has carried you through battles. When others might have fallen, Torque holds the line. And Fathon, brilliant, hungry Fathon, it is his mastery, weave, sharpened by the whispers of the script itself, that forces the conspirators into the light. With each page turned, the Codex reveals what the Magisters wished forever buried. It is Fathon who is the one who cracks the seal of their lies wide open, though even now the script murmurs its gratitude in inked whispers that only he can hear. By your hands together, the conspiracy falls. The guilty magisters are stripped of their rank, and the guild is shaken to its bones. Grover, as a city, exhales for a moment, saved. But while there is triumph at first, the many tavern halls of Grover whisper the names of those who unmasked the Magister's corruption, brought the Codex Mortem back into the light. For some time, the city breathes easy. For some time, the party knows peace. But the Black Script is patient, and it whispers loudest to those who believe that they can resist it. We see Fathon, alone in candlelit chambers poring over the Codex by moonlight. At first, it is to study the noble intent of a mage who wishes to turn the weapons of death against the undead. He convinces himself that every glyph mastered and every forbidden formula learned is in service of the living. That no sacrifice is too great if it means victory over all the horrors that stalk Oridon. Time turns, and this montage of his various studies quickens. His fingers, once steady, become stained with a blank ink that never seems to wash away. His notes shift from theory to obsession, margins filled with corrections written not in his own hand, but in letters that twist and crawl. His shadow lingers a beat too long against the wall as he passes by. He smiles less, and when he does, his eyes seem blank. Seasons pass. The others, Savant, Nixie, Azalea, and Torque, catch glimpses of Fathon in between his journeys. Each time he is a slight bit more distant, more gaunt, his voice colder, his robes heavier with arcane glyphs. He assures all of you in your worry that everything he's doing is necessary, that he is close to unlocking the final key to protecting this world from the dangers of the Codex, and anyone who would seek it. And each time, it's just a little bit harder to believe him. Until at last, the truth reveals itself in fire and ruin. The city of Grovair wakes up to a night of terror as dead walk the streets. Not the chaotic hunger of a wild necromancy, but a disciplined army. Their steps are in time with an unseen hand, and at their head, cloaked in blackened glyphs, eyes burning with a pale fire, is Vathon. No longer man, but lich. No longer scholar, but servant. The Codex and the script have claimed him, and through him, Enon Volkmar whispers again. The party then gathers for one final stand. The ruined vault, and you find him within, shudders as the party steps through a circle of fire. Glyphs scrawl across the stone like scars, bleeding from the black script in the Codex Mortem that hovers above the dais. And there in the center is Vathon, his form withered, yet towering, robes heavy with script that writhes as though alive. His eyes burn white, cold as twin moons. You came all this way, only to stand against me. Don't you see? This is salvation. And with a gesture, the chamber splits into shadow, dozens of skeletal figures crawling free from the walls, their bones etched with crawling ink. And above them, words ignite in the air, this black fire shaping into runes that crackle with necrotic power. Torque is the first to charge, bellowing his war cry, blade raised high. His strike scatters a phalanx of skeletal thralls, bone dust exploding around them. Each time his axe cleaves, black glyphs burst like shattered glass. But the runes recoil only to reform. Nixie moves through the shadows, her pistols aiming true. She aims not for the lich, but for the chains of the runes that circle him, breaking sigil after sigil. Every bullet is a riddle solved, every strike unraveling part of his warding. Savan raises his holy symbol, Krakodon's twilight spilling across the battlefield. Radiant light surges outwards, clashing with the creeping ink. Skeletons ignite and crumble, but the Codex itself howls, the pages flip as if it is in pain. And Azalea, with Pepper chittering at her side, creates vines, almost made of starlight, that burst from the floor and bind Vathon's minions. At her back, the soft touch, led by Kade, fighting with daggers flashing, stealing life from the cultists who had come to witness their master's triumph, allowing all of you the time you need to fight him on your own. Vathon spreads his arms wide, words scarring the air. You cannot erase what is written. Black script unfurls across the chamber walls, rewriting gravity itself. The floor tilts, the ceiling drips downward like molten stone, and reality begins to bend. And the battle deepens. Nixie sees a pattern. Each stroke of the glyphs rearranges the chamber. She points out their weak points, her keen eyes keeping the group from being torn apart by falling debris. Savant meets Vathon's eyes and dares him to call back. For a heartbeat, it almost seems like the Lich wavers. But the Codex hums louder, drowning all else, and the necrotic lightning slams into the cleric, searing tattoos into his skin. Azalea pleads for him to remember, to fight the thing that has taken him, and for an instant, inside of his skull inside of his eye sockets. There's a flicker. And then his voice breaks. It was the only way. Before unleashing a wave of deathly frost. Torque shoulders the storm, his body a wall of muscle and fury. He presses forward, swinging until steel meets Fathon's staff. For a moment, the barbarian and the lich lock together, strength against spell, both roaring in defiance of each other. And as we enter into the final stand, the Codex Mortem raises higher, runes spinning faster. The chamber is tearing itself apart. If it completes the ritual, Enon Volkmar's echo will be reborn. Nixie dies for the Codex, letting loose a shot that pins it to the dais. The spell begins to falter. Azalea teleports herself all the way across and binds Fathon's body, grappling him and keeping him in place. Savant channels every ounce of his power, having long mastered his twilight powers. Wings of dusk and dawn unfurling as he calls down Krakadon's judgment. And Torque lifts his axe, bellowing with the voice of his fallen tribe, and brings it down in one earth-shattering strike. The runes scream and the Codex erupts, and Fathon's body cracks like glass, light bleeding out through the seams. He staggers and looks up at you all one last time and whispers, "It was never enough." And then his form shatters into drifting ash. The Codex Mortem falls silent, its pages blank, as though they had never been written. The chamber collapses. The surviving thralls crumble. The silence that follows is worse than battle, heavy and final and filled with grief. You have saved Grover, but at the cost of your friend. The fire gutters out, leaving only the faint smell of burned ink and the memory of what Fathon had become. Time passes as we look into the lives of each of the individuals after the final confrontation. Savant returns to Grover a changed man. No prison bars bind him now, but the memory of losing his friend feels like a cell all the same. He has decided with some reverence to actually serve at the Twilight Altars at Krakadon, to learn from the messages, to devote himself to something other than merely himself and his own interests. He has become entrusted to perform sermons, and his sermons are quite different from the other priests around him. He does not speak of hope or salvation, but of vigilance, of the dangers that slip in when men believe that power can be controlled. He's methodical in his duties, tending to both the temple as well as even the street, guiding lost souls not through a firebrand faith, but through problem solving, his own personal wisdom. And though he struggles to read the hidden nuances of the people that he tries to help, his heart is a lot truer now. When asked about Fathon, Savant always pauses. Sometimes he says nothing. Sometimes he tells a fragment of the truth. And the pain never fades. But he carries it, turning it into a warning for others. In this way, his friend does not vanish entirely. He lives in every choice that Savant makes to keep others from being consumed. Nixie's life in Grover resumes in fit and starts. The first time in centuries. She no longer wears the chains of debt to the Phoenix Legion, but she does not return to the shadows of crime either. Instead, she builds something new. Not a throne of power or a nest of riches, but a network of trust. Her sharp eyes and sharper instincts find her steady work as an investigator and troubleshooter for the city's free folk. She uncovers scams, tracks liars, and shines light into places the guilds would rather keep hidden. To some, she is Calypso. To others, she is Nixie Beretta. The mask and the truth are able to coexist. Her arrogance has not dulled, and her tongue is as quick as her bullets. But beneath it all, she is softer in one place. When Savant visits. They bicker, they joke, they share silence. She keeps trophies of her cases in a locked drawer, and among them one object sits apart. A fragment of Fathon's old spellbook. Azalea has decided to remain in Grovair, though her heart still aches for the quiet woods of Avalia. The city is louder now than it's ever been, and haunted by the memory of its dead marching in chains. Azalea does not leave because she stays for Kade, and for Pepper, who's grown to like him almost as much as she does, for the fragile roots that she's sunken into this strange place. She and Kade have moved into a modest townhouse overlooking the market square, where she tends a rooftop garden bursting with herbs and wildflowers. Children from the neighborhood bring her scraps of gossip, and she's always sweet to share. At night, she and Kade still dance in the lamplight, clinging to one another as if the world might break apart if they ever separated. Yet every so often, she dreams of the fall of Fathon. In her visions, she does not sneer or burn with a hollow flame. She simply sees him reading and smiling faintly. The blank pages in front of him. On these nights, sometimes she wakes with tears and embraces Kade a bit quicker and a bit more tightly. She doesn't want whatever took Fathon to take him too. Torque left Grovair not long after the battle, wandering once more across Ord in search of this one-eyed red dragon. The city was never meant for him. Too many walls, too much waiting around. But when he goes, he carries his friends in his heart. He never tells the tale of the Lich without saying Fathon's name with pride first and sorrow second. He grows into legend on the road. In taverns, warriors whisper of the Goliath who laughs in the face of death, who drains his ale in one gulp and then demands another story in return. Children can sometimes be seen riding on his shoulders. Elders pass their blessings. He fights not for conquest, but for the thrill of standing against monsters that no one else dares face. In the quiet moments, though, when he sits by a fire and traces the scars left by that final battle, he remembers how it felt to bring his axe down not on an enemy, but on a friend. And although he still roars and drinks and laughs, he knows that some wounds do not heal. They just become a part of the story. And so they part. The heroes of Grovair once bound together by fate and the black pages of cursed books. They walk their own roads. They are remembered as saviors. But when the wind rustles through the alleys, when candlelight flickers a bit too long, when ink runs strange on a page, the city remembers the one they could not save. And perhaps somewhere beyond the veil, Fathon still writes. In the years that follow, Grover whispers the story of the night the dead marched. Children grow up fearing the sound of boots on cobblestone, for the grandparents tell them, I saw the bones walk once, and I pray I never see it again. The Codex Mortem is sealed deep within the Mages Guild vaults under heavy wards, but rumors spread that it still whispers through the stone. Mages argue in hushed voices about whether it should be destroyed, while others quietly wonder if destruction is even possible. For the common folk, the names remembered are not those of the Magisters, but the adventurers who stood against the Lich that night. In marketplaces and taverns, on the lips of sailors leaving port, their deeds are retold, embellished, fractured, but always with awe. The Mages Guild has emerged broken. The purge of corrupt magisters has shattered its prestige, and trust in arcane authority has waned. Where once mages were unquestioned, now they are watched, doubted, and sometimes feared outright. Still, the guild clings to the story of the Codex's recovery as proof of its vigilance, even as the truth gnaws at its foundations. It was outsiders, not magisters, who saved the city. The irony is not lost on the people. In secret, apprentices pass around copies of a book known as the Ashen Pages, a banned chronicle of Fathan's fall. Some read it as a warning, others as inspiration. Savant and Nixie are spoken of as unlikely partners. A giant, solemn cleric and a relatively much smaller, cutting-eyed rogue who together unmask lies older than the war. Azalea is remembered as the one who fought with love in her heart and becomes a symbol for those who choose companionship over despair. And Torque has become legend. Half truth, half tavern song. A giant who laughed in the face of death and struck down a lich with one mighty blow. Yet for every tale of their courage there's always a shadow, a memory of Fathan. His name is never far from theirs. Sometimes whispered as a caution, and sometimes painted as a tragic hero undone by good intentions. The world cannot decide whether to curse him or mourn him. And in the darker corners of the world, where candlelight flickers, some still hear his name in the turning of pages. For the black script does not die. It waits. Enon Volkmar's return remains unwritten, but never erased. And so the city bells toll at dusk and the streets fill with the shadows. The people of Grover murmur their prayers and clutch their charms, remembering the night their savior stood against one of their own and won, but not without a cost. I invite you to perceive the last frame of this tale as a cracked stone in the ruins beneath the city. Upon it, burned into a rock, a single line of the script still glows faintly. All books end, unless someone writes the next chapter. The glow fades, and the scene goes dark. How'd everybody like that one?
Ballin'!
Dude, I swear that shit was crazy. That was awesome. That was awesome.
No, that was great.
I dearly hope that nobody was dissatisfied with that.
Nope, no complaints.
No?
Nope.
Good.
Jeff's bitch ass died.
Dude,
We killed Jeff.
every single time you're like, dude, this campaign's boring. This other one, we're saving the world. I'm like, dude, you should just fucking wait.
Yeah.
Fathan becoming a lich and the actual big bad of the campaign was planned since session 1, by the way.
What the heck?
Yeah, you know, after session 0, when I asked if I could talk to him in private,
Goodness gracious.
Awesome.
Is there any notes that anybody would like to make in terms of anything like concerning their own endings that they'd like to like have their own hand in?
No.
No, I
I
really
like the
enjoyed
ending.
Torque's little adventures into the monster slaying stuff and looking for the red dragon.
I mean,
Once this happened, I enjoyed that immensely.
the other thing is, like, I kind of wish Kade died.
Hey, what?
I know. I had to weigh how funny that would be versus how much it would break Haven's heart.
Yeah.
We live happily ever after, and we start a family. Joke's on you.
I will say, as a bit of a compromise between the two, you do, but you also live way longer than Kade does.
Yeah. I mean, that's obvious.
He's going to become an old man and die, and you're still going to be looking like you do.
I can't imagine what his face was like when he finally figured out I'm like 125 years old.
He probably said, "Jackpot! This one doesn't get scrunchy with age."
Yeah, I doubt he had much issues with the notion that you don't age that much. I think he was probably
Stay
pretty
hot
down
forever?
for that.
Let's go.
Like every single day was a new discovery about how lucky he is to have Azalea in his life. So, I would like to do this, as far as all of you are concerned, if you don't mind. Considering that this is the end of the campaign, something that I do at the end of campaigns, which I don't get the opportunity to do very often, is instead of the affirmations, in terms of the session, because obviously the session wasn't really a session, more just moments from the campaign concerning yourselves. Again, do not compliment me. That stand out in your mind, that you particularly appreciate, that you liked, that made you guys enjoy playing with each other, generally speaking. If anything comes to mind. I know that I'm just kind of like throwing this at you with zero warning, but we'll start with Hippo.
I don't fucking know. Let's see.
Cool.
Things that I liked about my character specifically?
The campaign and how you interacted with everybody else. Across the whole of the sessions.
Listen, man. I've been done telling y'all I don't have a good memory lately.
We should have started with a better memory bank.
Yeah, fuck. I would have rewatched this shit. Let's see. Let me think about what has happened. What are we on? Session like 11?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
We started.
I believe around there, yeah.
I thought that we had a very cohesive group. Yeah.
I think that's both true in terms of your mechanical structure, as having multiple frontliners, a strong support network, a strong backline that had diverse ways of dealing with issues. But I also think that personality-wise, everyone was nice and separate from each other that everyone felt distinct.
That was very
like
balanced.
Their own character. I didn't feel like anybody was stepping on each other's toes at any one given point. And, considering that there was minimal coordination on who was going to make what, that's always an interesting thing. So yeah, I would tend to agree. Jeff, anything from you?
Yeah. Aside from, just barely dipping my toes into the being able to break magic rules and do super cool shit, I'm a little disappointed wasn't able to do that, but it's understandable. Because after the what was it?
The teleportation
Savant.
incident.
Yeah, the teleportation incident, but also Savant trying to be like, yo, I'm gonna have all these undead, and I'm just you wait. Just you wait and you'll see how many undead. But I enjoyed the Fathon and Azalea and the whole Kade thing, and then the not like girlfriend, but kind of like the, oh, he is cute, and that whole kind of encouragement of whatnot. I enjoyed all of that.
Yeah.
I would say if we're only taking what has happened in the campaign up to this point, I would say Azalea's usurpation of Kade as being a lore-centric character is probably my favorite.
Kade took the part of the goblin that the group decides to adopt at level 1. Madison, anything from you?
Trying to think. I mostly just like that I didn't get like screamed at this campaign.
I forget, was this your first ever campaign?
This is my second attempt at playing D&D, but the first attempt, the group that I played with would scream at you if you didn't roleplay correctly.
Damn.
So this was a much better experience. Huh? Yeah.
How dare you play this make-believe game wrong?
Correct.
You dumb bitch, goddamn it!
It was in person, so it got scary sometimes. But I liked that this one kind of allowed for more like getting comfortable with the character and not so fearful. I think it helped me a lot with creating my character for the next campaign. So
imagine playing D&D for fun.
Toby, what about you?
Let's see. I enjoyed the whole going around the places and Torque being mostly just bored. As much of a combat-focused character this was, it was fun to try and be like a laid-back, kind of just aloof type of character, rather than a more of a serious stuff. I enjoyed the as it was already said, Kade being one of the major things in this campaign, funny enough.
Helped us with everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Torque's stealthing is still going to be my favorite. Just rolling so low whenever you stealthed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking rolled a fucking what, like a 4, and just put it like just sprawled out against a wall.
Yeah. It's like,
I just kind of look and I scoff, and Kade's like, "Don't make it obvious."
Yeah,
it was a lamppost.
Yeah. It was fun to play a little bit of a not as serious of a character, but then on the flip side of the coin, actually being like useful in combat as well, instead of just being a useless joke character. It's just not that serious in roleplay, but like a properly useful character, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Haven, anything for you?
One thing, I like to think that during this whole Lich battle, Torque had his crown on.
Why not?
Still don't got it in my inventory, but
he's just never taken it off.
Yeah. It was placed onto you, not in your inventory.
Yeah.
but it would still be in my equipment.
It's not my fault you didn't add it to you as soon as I put it on your head.
Listen, I distinctively remember saying we're selling it all including the tiara, but
and
you know what?
we
Fuck
all decided no. It is staying on your head forever.
You know what? The royalty in my fucking village died. I'm the last surviving member. Fuck it, I'm the new royalty.
I just love how everybody's characters had their own like personality, and everybody like I like how everyone meshed so well as a team. I thought that was really fun. I liked all the role playing and everything. I thought it was super fun.
Yeah, role play is always fun.
But yeah, I love me some good role play.
Yeah.
All right. How did everybody feel about the campaign in general? Any notes?
Mm-hmm.
I may be aware.
No?
I think you have to have some more specific.
I was.
What you liked, what you didn't like, what you change.
I was definitely. At most times, I just could not grasp of what the fuck's going on and like what is like the cause of this. But I think that's more of a me issue rather than the story issue.
Anybody else feel like they were?
I think the main
lost?
interesting part of this campaign was not seen to us. So, to Lundy and to Jeff, this must have seemed like an extremely bad, like great, like you know what I mean? It's a completely different perspective. But I think the issue that I had was like playing the Need for Fear and then playing this one at the same time. It felt like small potatoes in comparison. So like everything kind of just like in comparison just felt like I don't know, like that we're gonna stay in Grover. The other one just felt so big, I guess, and I don't know.
I think it's because we knew like the big thing going on, and on this one we were like
in the dark
held in the dark. Like we have no idea what the fuck's going on still.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I think that's a good thing, because if you just immediately know what's going on, you can just like try to walk straight towards that goal. But if you don't know what's going on, you have an opportunity.
Right, because there's multiple times when I was like, right, because there was like multiple times where I was like, so what do we, so like what are we doing, right? And they would be like, well, we have like this little hint to go here, but there was not like there wasn't like a very defined route for us to understand why we're even doing this, so it didn't feel as heroic or like the other one does when we know our purpose.
So if you would say external motivation.
I guess. I mean, like,
So, just going back to what then Session 0 notes were, when we were designing this particular campaign, having it in mind, one thing that we all said was we wanted something that was more contained than the other campaign, that was much more regional as opposed to like a country or continent-wide facing problem. And there was more of this idea of keeping things a little open-ended in terms of what the actual sort of issues at hand were, to give you guys a little bit more creative freedom to explore as you'd like. Whereas in Need for Fear, obviously you knew from Session 1 what the issue was and what the problems were and what needed to be addressed and where to go and what to do. It then put you a little bit on an exact path that you kind of had to go on that left very little wiggle room. And so you wanted something a little bit more free roaming here, but also more contained in terms of where you guys were going to be taking the campaign in general.
Yeah, I really liked that. I liked having a bit more like freedom with it, and
I will say,
Mhm.
I will say, and Ricky, I'm going to give you some shit for this.
Sure.
We missed the perfect opportunity to open up to the expanding surrounding area and not stay contained in Grove Air when Savant was given an island. That would have been a great opportunity to.
But that island
would move our.
That island was more for me to have a home to like go retire.
He gave it access to you right then and there, though. So that would have given us an operation to make it a party home base that, one, we could develop and grow. Two, it could eventually have been Fathon Stronghold. Three, it would have.
that's what he cares about.
Yeah, but this is like
Evil
open
Fathon steals it
perspective.
from you and makes it his headquarters.
But it would have opened up a tertiary. Oh, this is a thing we need to deal with.
Well, also from my perspective, it was like, okay, we're trying to deal with something right now. I don't really feel like going off to this island and then just like having a party island. Like, it just felt like maybe a later kind of thing when we like definitely need it. But as of right now, we are actively like doing something here.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel like this is a priority for us to like go and do at this moment. Like, from what I understand, that is still open. Like, I still have a favor from them and this opportunity from them.
Yeah, but the argument was there wasn't enough external motivation on what we should be doing.
Right,
which
toward what
would
we
be
need to accomplish. Not like, hey, now I have an island. Let's fuck yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't have, like, with the lounge rules. There was this person had the book, okay, let's get it. And then the book got recovered, so it was okay, well, we can see if there's lingering cultists. We also had these people might be after us. So, hey, we could go to this island to lay low. No, I'm not saying that your choice was the right choice or the wrong choice, but that would have given an opportunity for the world to expand outside of just the island.
Sure, maybe. It's just, from my perspective at the moment, it just didn't seem like something we should be doing at that time.
Oh yeah, not criticizing your RP in the moment, just seeing
both make sense. I see where you're both coming.
Mm-hmm.
I also really love how in the story, like during the big fight, Kade and the whole like soft touch were behind me. I like to think like after everything, I like sometimes go to work with Kade at the soft touch and help them.
Bring your Fae to work day.
You know what I realized about Haven? As long as you give her like a fucking human familiar, she's happy in D&D.
Tick wasn't a human.
It has to be a human.
Not a
Tick
human.
wasn't a human.
Just somebody that she can play with.
A humanoid creature of some kind.
I like romance in my stories, all right? Don't judge me.
I get
There's
it.
no judgment.
I've made romantic characters before.
Oh, we know. We've been looking for it.
Nope.
I actually,
Fuck's sake.
okay. I'm not gonna say it. But
I'm also talking
No,
about
you said you might have found it.
Yeah.
Not that.
Me and Haven were chatting about this, and
I need to read it. Come on. Help a sister out.
You guys are fucking weird. Leave him alone.
Do you know? Well, I mean, are you aware what we're talking about?
Yes.
He was there for that conversation.
How
Yes,
are you
I
not
know.
curious?
Are you not here?
Some questions are better
Dude,
left
I'm
unanswered.
probably the biggest fucking gooner in this goddamn call, and I don't want to know.
No,
this.
you're not. Haven is.
Hi.
I don't know about that one.
Guys and girls are different kinds.
Goon off.
Okay.
It's not even close.
Read a romance novel that's made for women, and it's very different from the porn that guys like. Okay, it's
I
different
have
things.
participated
It's a
in
lot
both
more
of these
visceral
things to a
and-
large extent.
It's a lot more visceral.
I have a book club called Smutterface that I run, where we only read smut. And I also
do you
have
discuss
jerked
it
off like a man
afterwards?
for
Like-
all of my life.
You discuss the smut afterwards?
Yes.
If it's good, if it's bad,
Dude,
whether you
honestly,
recommend it to
some of these
friends.
books are just really good. They're entertaining.
What chapter made you nut?
The problem is they're all the fucking same. After
Yeah.
you've read like 20 smut books, I just couldn't do it. It was just like the same fucking thing. Hey, I'm gonna be super fucking edgelord guy, and I'm gonna be super fucking.
Yeah.
Then this one bratty bitch. It's just.
Yeah.
It gets really
if
old.
you're-
But
Formula
women
every
just
time.
can't get enough of it, and it's like the same fucking thing.
Is it a fantasy smut?
I would assume.
It doesn't
most
even
of it,
matter.
yes.
Trust me, like fantasy, modern,
go read
sci-fi,
Hunting
they all hit
and
the
Hunting
exact
Adeline.
same.
It's all the
Yeah,
same.
just go
They
read
all
Hunting
Each
Adeline.
one follows the same plot point.
Hunting and
Whether
Haunting
it's like
Adeline.
a sweet golden
then you're good.
retriever or it's some badass villain, they're all the same.
Go
I
read.
know-
Dreaming D-
I know
Hitler,
by
you're still
golden
dreaming
retriever
D&D, right?
you meant the golden retriever husband. But when you
Yes.
said whether it's a sweet golden retriever, I just thought of an Airbud romance novel. And I hate
Probably
you for that.
exist. That probably exists. There's some weird stuff out there. Like there's
Yeah,
a pumpkin
Lundy
spice
wrote it.
I'm sure
latte one.
someone's fan fiction to that together. Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
thinking of the My Alpha, like mate
No,
situation.
I don't need. No, I don't need to
No.
look any more into the Alphaverse that I need to. Okay.
Isn't
That
that what
shit
it was?
is
It was
awful.
furry smut, right?
Yes. Well,
I haven't read
I mean,
furry smut actually.
not just furry smut. Trust it gets really that
Alien
shit's
smut?
weird. No,
alien
it's
smut.
okay. So
tentacle smut.
Can we get back
Just-
to D&D?
Guys, now you're making me even more interested.
look, the Alphaverse is all about dicks and submitting to dicks. That's what it's about.
Mhm.
And that's why I love it.
Submitting to dicks.
I'm just
Well
imagining
then.
Mr. Garrison's romance novels.
I'm not even exaggerating. It's like, oh, they have a scent that makes it so that you have to submit to. It's like fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's great.
Hyperpheromone.
Anyways, we were on any notes you guys had for the campaign.
I think that for someone maybe that I don't know, I'm retarded, right? So I like
Yeah.
knowing what's happening. Like I like knowing our direction, everything like that, and not having it like up and not knowing, and then having to like. I don't know.
So, would you say you prefer more railroad shit? Like,
I'm gonna sit
just-
and think about what that means, but I think yes.
so railroading essentially means like I give you a goal, I show you how to get to that goal, and you just do that.
Yes and no. I like knowing what our big picture goal is, but we have to figure shit out for like all the little battles along the way.
So like a railroad with tiny little side things on the side
Yep.
while you're going through the
I'm
railroad.
not sure if you would want to use a railroad metaphor for that one, but it.
Well, it's a metaphor because you have a goal and you're going towards that goal, and that's
He
it.
wants a flight with a
Well-
bunch of layovers.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay,
That's what
I
it
mean, I
sounds
want
like.
what I said. We don't have to make a metaphor. I literally
I'm not
said
saying-
what the thing was.
I'm simplifying it. I'm simplifying it for sure, but in the sense of Need for Fear, you guys know the places you're supposed to go and the people you're supposed to stop and what they're probably up to, with like a little bit of mystery here and there in terms of determining where they are exactly within those locations and what exactly they're up to. But there's also not really any other sort of like
Did I lose you?
irrelevant side checks or
Nope.
side quests or anything that's pulling you off or making you ADHD around. Like there's nothing. It's the main quest, which does take you in many different places, but altogether it's all in service of the same thing.
Mhm.
I do enjoy the whole like we know the places we must go and we must fix that whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
it's-
we
it's-
knew where we
it's-
were
it's a-
going
it's a-
here.
It's like it was said, it's one journey with stops along the way, and we gotta figure out what's going on there.
Like Dark Summonings felt like one of the stops in the Need for Fear.
Not for me.
To be fair, it didn't really get off per se. It didn't really get too much wind under its wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think right when we were picking up is when it dropped off.
Yeah.
Is when we ended it. Because it was right when Fawthon got the thing, and then, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lundy, when bigger things would be introduced that would force Fawthon to use this power more and more.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I thought so.
We were just like right in between these big threats. So I enjoyed, and this is not having played the Need for Fear, I enjoyed how open-ended it was and how it felt like, okay, yeah, we can leave the island for 7 days if we needed to go do something else. Or there was a few times where, and then I ended up getting clarification afterwards, like, all right, yeah, we have a week to kind of really do whatever we want. And I felt as if, well, if we don't do something working towards the plot, then we will end up negatively impacting the plot due to lack of action. So that was just a thing on my side as a player that I needed to work on.
I liked it because I could go fuck around with Kade and strengthen our relationship with a soft touch, which helped us a lot.
You used every single bit of free time that was offered to you to just go hang out with Kade.
Yeah.
You were strengthening your relationship with Kade with the soft touch.
You guys,
that's what you were doing.
They helped us in battle because of me.
Got to get her nut.
I got my mountain to climb.
I'll say sometimes, and this might just be like being new to playing and stuff, or maybe I prefer a different level of like goals. Sometimes it was hard to know what I needed to investigate outside of the direct clue that we had. Like there wasn't enough of a faded big picture for me to know what I was supposed to be working towards.
That's actually one reason why she went to be a healer in the other campaign, because she would always know what her purpose
needed to do.
Yeah.
That's fair. I have found it to be very difficult to introduce like any complex mystery into a D&D campaign, because of a lot of different reasons, really. One of the main ones is no matter how much information I give, it's always going to be difficult to know what is the stuff that you need to focus on and what isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when I give a lot of information, it actually confuses players further.
Too much information at once, and you can't follow it.
And then if I give a small amount of information, players just feel lost, like they're missing something. So there never feels like there's ever a good balance as far as that's concerned. There is the old GM trick of just like saying there's a mystery, but if you come up with an answer that's good enough, I'll just say that's the right answer. But I don't like that. It feels cheap. It feels, unearned in that aspect. And, it's kind of like if I were to make bosses where I don't actually have a health bar for them, and I just make it up as I go in terms of how close you are to killing them.
That was a pretty good final hit. Yeah, you killed him.
Yeah, I prefer not to do that as well, so it's kind of the same principle.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
But
so
as
yeah,
a whole,
I do less mysteries.
I would say I enjoyed it thoroughly to the part where I actively started searching on getting another fix, hence my participation in Blood in the Water.
That's why I convinced Ryko to start this campaign, because I was like, I need more D&D, so we started this campaign.
Yeah, I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4 D&D campaigns. One hasn't started yet. I'm in 2 World of Darkness campaigns, and I'm now also in Black Crusade campaign.
Damn, that's a lot.
Nerd.
It is a lot, but most of them are bi-weekly, so.
Gotcha. Well, we're switching to bi-weekly, so.
Mhm.
Obviously, Jeff is still in my weekly Wednesday games, so he gets a little bit more of a fix than everybody else does.
Haha,
But
suck it.
the only reason
Damn.
why most of you wouldn't be able to do that is because your schedules are hectic and crazy. So, you know, it is what it
Time
is.
zones, man.
I'm off Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
You're off Fridays and
No,
Saturdays
she's
and
not.
Sundays?
She's a
Yeah, I'm off 3 days a week. What do you mean? He's playing with my keyboard right now, and we're fine. He's
Yeah,
sitting
he's
on my
typing-
lap.
really
He's
gotten in the
typing
way.
notes for everyone.
He hasn't
Yeah.
really gotten in the way. at
Oh
all.
my god, how did I not mention? My favorite part in the entire campaign is when we went into the ritual room, we were all
Oh.
speechless and then the baby cried.
That
Yeah.
was
Oh yeah, nobody
that was
said
the
any.
best moment in the entire campaign.
Yeah, our Pepper did a great job.
True.
Ain't that right, buddy? You played a great Pepper, stinking places up.
He has not been a problem in any of the campaigns, regardless of how much Haven has him with her.
Yeah, he's usually with me most of the time because David closes Sunday night, so.
I will
Fine.
say, just throwing it out there, I have a slot on Saturday afternoons that is open.
Saturday
Do I
afternoon.
Have
Hell no.
anything on Saturday?
What time
Probably
do you
not.
mean by Saturday afternoon?
1:30 p.m. EST.
That is prime do shit Saturday.
1:30 p.m.
As in you
EST?
haven't started a campaign?
As in, I have a campaign about ready to go with about 5 players, and I've got room for one more.
That would be
Oh
like
shit.
8:30 p.m. for me, so I don't have to like dig deep into the fucking night.
Yeah, one of the reasons why it's that early is because one of the players is British. So the time zone is helpful.
Yeah.
British.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like borderline hell to go to work every single Monday with like 1 or 2 hours of sleep.
Now
But,
it's gonna be every other Monday.
Well, I don't have
Um,
work anymore either, so that's also.
So I
But I
may
might
not
be trying to get to a college here at some point.
That
So
particular
I'm-
See how that
campaign is having a
affects.
session 0, not this week, not next week, but I think the 13th of September is when they have their session 0. So if anybody wants to join that one, just let me know.
How long
What's
do
this-
the
what's
sessions
that
last
campaign
for that
about?
one?
About 3 hours.
That would be fucking fantastic, because usually with the World of Darkness people, if I have campaigns there, they are also like start usually at midnight. or
Gosh,
so,
stop
so
jumping on my bladder.
I'll have to think about that and see.
So I'm intrigued as well, although I would be at the mercy of if they decide, hey, you need to work this Saturday.
Mhm.
Because again, my schedule is a Monday through Friday, but like in this instance, my GM took the weekend off, so he wanted everyone available on the weekend.
Is this one
So-
also an Oregon-based campaign? Or is this one?
Kind of.
Didn't you say there's only one slot?
Well, there might be more. It's weird. It's a little up in the air because one player I've had it up to about here with in terms of his attendance problems. So I might just
Yeah,
ask him to
fucking
not
ninja
show
boy,
Yeah.
piece of shit.
up.
Well, if you ever need an NPC that you don't want to play, I'm also down for that.
So, that particular group discussed what they wanted to do for the next campaign, because the campaign that they were doing was starting to wrap up, and they were on their final arc, and that ended up taking way the fuck longer than it was supposed to, mostly because of attendance issues. So they discussed what they wanted ahead of time, and we're going to discuss it again because it's been several months since then. But something that they pointed out was they were like, I would like to be in your world still, but how about a place outside of like the mainland of Oregon, like another area in your world, another continent, or maybe we're exploring the tundra that we don't know jack shit about, things like that. That's like what they said they wanted. So that's why I said kinda.
I see.
Dude, is it gonna take place in the Awathan Nation?
So the Awathan Nation is Oregon prior to being civilized.
Oh,
As a
they're
note.
native Awath?
Yes.
Native Orindians?
Yes.
So what was the... Where did the HMS Daring Grace go to?
The HMS
Oh, that's
Daring...
eastward. That went eastward.
Yes, that went eastward across the sea to try and find another continent and see if they couldn't establish some sort of contact with another civilization.
Got it. So do you think it might be... I know none of this is set in stone. Do you think it might be something eastward, or more on like out by the wastes and on the other side there?
It might be eastward. It might be in the wastes. It might be in the desert. I don't know yet. I haven't talked to them about it yet, and they wanted to take a few breaks between ending a campaign, and I mean ending it, like they fucking finished it, like final boss defeated at end of a campaign, and starting the next one.
Oh,
So I'm definitely interested. Go ahead, Ricky.
would you be able to swap this over to the other campaign?
Oh.
Do you want to look at your character and stuff?
Yeah, I need to see how much weight I have, because like I'm trying to figure out my armor and stuff.
Oh, I can also send you the link for my character, because I think I got it finished up. Hey, leave my mic alone. Leave it alone.
Oh god,
So
I don't think I was supposed to see this. I see all of the game worlds.
Launch the world. In migration.
I don't think I was supposed to see this. I see all of the game worlds you have made.
That's fine.
I see all the games.
Dynasties and Dystopia. That's just fucking Gerald in a
There's
bath.
2 Need for Fear.
Nuts Secret World.
So, Nuts Secret World is a fun one because that's not actually a game. One of my players like logged in and saw that screen you just saw, and it was on for a while because I forgot to turn off Foundry, and he was able to create something. A world. So he just created a world and called it Nuts Secret World, and then he like messaged me and said, "I left you a present."
That's glorious.
Same guy.
I don't know what
Dab.
the world that wasn't is, but that picture is fucking awesome.
The world that wasn't is my Tuesday game. It is an alternate timeline Oregon where shit went bad.
Yeah, that picture looks awesome.
Like a post-apocalyptic situation?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh god, Need for Fear has a wild picture. Oh god.
Alright.
I'm soup right now.
It's like a corrupted.
By the way, the
nerve
Saturday game that just ended, they're the other ones who were doing the Need for Fear.
Yeah, you got 2 Need for Fears. Are they the same?
I was wondering about that when I saw your Twitch.
Yeah, I was too for a minute, and then I was like, oh, they just have the same name.
No, they did the exact same.
Oh, it's
narrative.
the same.
Now there are some changes that I do to keep things flexible in terms of like making sure that everybody's characters has their own sort of like particular buy-in for the campaign. So, like for instance, Raiko and his family, they only exist in your world. They don't exist in their world.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see here. We have completely finished, I believe, Haven and Madison's characters. And they are works of art, I think. I just have to finish my own now.
I just sent mine to you, Lundy.
This is a new
Aw,
character
damn it.
for you, Haven?
Yes. Since my other one is taking care of a little girl and a witch.
Right, just send it in the Need for Fear.
How are we killing off Tara?
You can do that, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I have
I've
figured
got-
out Valagor's backstory kind of, but I still can't figure out how to have an exit strategy for Ra.
I got
is
an
the thing.
idea for that. It's gonna seem really ass-pulley, but I've got an idea for it.
I'll take anything at this point. I've been racking my brain, and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get this Bugman to leave these people for like his own reason?
Essentially, here's the deal. Also, Fairy Harley Quinn. Interesting.
Hey!
So that's literally your picture.
It
Anybody
is.
can fucking tell me otherwise, and they'll be lying.
It 100% it is. It looks
That
good.
wasn't meant
It
to
looks
be
good,
the
though.
goal.
I didn't really
Well,
feel like
that's
it was
what
a
it is.
fairy Harley Quinn. Just looks like a white-haired porn star who got banged by 9 fairy men.
Ow.
Harley Quinn also looks like a porn star, so you're not really
This
disagreeing.
is well, I mean, she just looks like she has fairy spunk all over her.
That's
It's
true,
paint!
too.
It's literally paint!
That is true too. Well, anyways, in terms of getting Raw out of here, you just met a super powerful Fey creature, which could potentially mean that other powerful Fey creatures like know that, and maybe some of them are curious about you being so strange and alien.
Ooh, whisk me away!
Essentially, yes. Just like in the midst of the night, just whoop, you're gone.
Yeah, no, I'm down,
off to
'cause I
be
can't
an
figure out.
exhibit at some Fey palace.
Yeah. I wanted to see the world. Now I'm seeing all of it. All
Now
of
you're
the
seeing the
time.
Fey world.
Now I'm seeing
I'm just
all of the world, all of the time, no breaks, driven mad.
They just give you a globe of the world and you can just look at it whenever you want.
So,
Think a butt.
just double checking. Okay, you're 4. Okay. Because I've seen people do all sorts of shit with their fairies.
I want it to be normal size, but I can't. So
Funny enough.
Are fairies like supposed to be tiny or
they're
small?
supposed to be small creatures, I think.
Yeah, they're small.
Okay.
That's why I can't do my fairy champion that uses a pike.
I actually have a kobold warlock that's gonna be a archfey warlock. The other players think that he just got whisked away and saved by an an archhag and his covenant, and then raised for their whatever nefarious purposes. But the actual backstory is he got kidnapped by the Fey creatures for the coven and the archhag, and they put the current ruler of the Feywild of that place, which would be the Nowhere King, and they put that in Skarnog, which is the kobold, because they're like, yeah, this is a pathetic vessel. The Nowhere King can't do anything with this body. And then as the character keeps leveling up, instead of the powers actually coming from the archhag, which everybody else thinks, the power is just slowly seeping through Skarnog, the Nowhere King's powers. And they gotta eventually just beat the Coven and the Archhag, free the Nowhere King, and blah blah blah. Ugh. He also has a fucking familiar warg that he rides in battle. Because I thought it would be funny. And the DM was like, you know what? Everybody take 1 free feat as well. And I was just like, you know what? Instead of going min-maxing, I'm just gonna take the mounted competent because I think it's funny. And I'm just gonna, it's just this tiny kobold riding a warg everywhere that he taught to speak common. I'm excited about that character as well. But Valagor, which is the one that's coming to here, should be in the chat, I believe.
Jesus Christ, at level 8, nope, that's why. I was doing theory crafting, and I'm not level 8, I'm level 17.
Little guy.
There we go.
Wow, all clean.
Now it's a
Please
plus
don't
11.
spit up
not
everywhere
plus
now.
8. I'm gonna send you the link to my character as well. I believe he is finished.
Boop, 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 boop. Baby.
And his portrait and his character token.
Do you want to watch Bluey?
So does this shit like automatically do your weight?
No, because you can decide that yourself.
Right, but like when I go into the page, right, I can go to the biography page and I can put in my weight. But when I go to the inventory page, it shows like its own stats that I can't even edit. So
No,
it
no.
shows,
When
like,
it says weight in the
101.5
biography,
180.
listen. When you're changing the weight in the biography, that's your own weight, not weight you can carry.
So 180
weight you can
is
carry,
not
I
including
believe.
my own weight?
No, it's not including your own weight because you're
Oh.
always carrying that.
God damn, I can just walk
no.
around with 180 pounds and I just operate? That's fucking crazy.
You want to know my carrying capacity
Dude.
for fairy? Right now I can carry 300 pounds.
Yeah, it's your strength score, I believe, is what
Yeah.
modifies your weight.
And I can
carry.
push, drag, or lift 600.
Did you wait?
Yeah.
The wand of fireballs is 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How the fuck did Raw have one?
A rare
Right.
item.
That was his rare item. He signed.
Oh my god!
I didn't even look at the price or anything. I was just like, fireball,
God.
fire character, fireball. I have to have it. That's all.
It's a bit fucking retarded that it's rare. I'll be honest. It is.
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
always
fire-
thought so too.
It literally gives you the ability to cast a what is it?
It should be a
Fireball's level
legendary
3
item.
spell. 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think
7.
Raw casted it at level 7.
You
Yeah,
no
you-
longer can do that. You can only upcast it by 3.
Even still, it gives
It
you
is still
access to level 6 fireball.
Yeah, no, it's still
Yeah.
immensely fucking powerful.
I'd call it a very rare item. That's what I'd call it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
For free too. You can do that every day for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Henceforth, I'm not fucking taking it again.
But it's so fun.
Honestly,
I
casting a
could have
level
just
6
taken a wand of lightning bolt if I wanted, but I was just like, that felt a bit.
Can't you cast
powerful,
6
so I just
fireballs a
don't take
day?
I could, yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. No.
Wands are immensely
5.
powerful.
Wait, sorry. When you cast, you spend no more than 3 charges to cast fireball. For 1 charge, you cast level 3. So yes, that'd be 6 free level 3 fireballs a day.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
That's insane. You just every turn fireball. Every next turn fireball.
Not even using
What
any
do
spell
this turn?
slots.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The old version of the wand, you could just use as many
Fireball.
charges as you wanted, so you could blow it all into like a 9th level fireball if you wanted.
My favorite was Stathon. Mind Spike. Mind Spike. Mind Spike.
How do you still have mind spikes?
Yeah, I literally was like, how do you have more?
I made scrolls.
And then he's like, scroll of Mind Spike.
Is focus of displacement as strong as I think it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a rare, right?
Yes. You have every enemy that attacks you has permanent disadvantage unless they're flanking you in my rules. To attack you unless they hit you, and then it turns off for a round, and then once they return to it again, it turns back on.
Yeah, I almost took that, but this bunny mask is too cool. Too cool for
Oh.
school.
Speaking of Lundy, how much gold do you want Valkor to start out with?
So you're already starting off with an uncommon and a rare item, right?
Yes.
So I would say probably not a lot. I'd say probably maybe like 500.
500, alright.
Oh, we get to start off with 500 gold?
Yeah, enough that you can buy like a cool potion or 2 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because
or,
Rob was saving
just
up.
traveling money that you might have.
Yeah, Ra had
500
almost 2,000 gold that he was
Wait.
just like, you
So
know what?
the
I don't need to
mithril
use
plate
this.
is 2,500 now.
Mithril full plate, yes.
Mithril's fucking expensive.
You told. I just want to say you told me before it was 2K. Was that just a miss?
That was definitely a mistell for
Okay,
sure.
Sure.
Mithril full plate for 2K is.
That's what I was told. Okay, I don't know.
No, you're fine. I'm not faulting you for that, but it's just like
Okay.
thinking about it now, it's like, holy fuck, that's Jesus.
It's 500 gold over normal.
So,
Ever
if
smoking bottle. Is that your jewel?
It's not as expensive as the other two that you sent me that essentially give you the same thing that Mithril does, but they also give you a resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, Lundy, I'll need you to edit my weapon when you go to put it in Foundry.
Kind of
Oh
leaning
yeah,
toward the Elven
because you want your kink attack.
Yeah, it's not a kink thing.
It's cat of nine tails. It's a kink thing.
wait, you're bringing the cat of nine tails over?
Yeah.
Yes, I said that in order to bring that over, it has to be your uncommon item.
Got it.
Is there a +1 Elven chainmail? Or I guess a +2 because it's already +1.
Yeah. So that would be double the cost then.
Okay, that's fair.
Isn't Elven chainmail? Isn't that already magically?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already a
it
+1.
kind of goes with my theme because I have like a lot of Elven shit with the Owlin.
Yeah. Yeah. How can you +1 already magical items? I've never thought about that.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, say you have a Rod of the Pack Keeper +1. You can strengthen the enchantment to make it a +2, right?
No, I mean yes, like yeah, if it already has a +1, but I mean like if you have like a fucking. Well, I have Trident of Warning as my uncommon item. Are you able to +1 the already magically enhanced Trident of Warning, for example?
Probably. I would say this: you probably wouldn't be able to put further enchantments on something that requires attunement.
What the fuck?
Oh, so as long as it doesn't have an attunement and it's okay with you, you could put +1 and then attune to it. With costs and such.
Well, no, you wouldn't have to attune to it because it wouldn't. Yeah, the prerequisite is that it doesn't. The baseline item does not require attunement. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I have a question about this ever-smoking bottle.
Yeah.
If I were to use it in battle, would that immediately give me a 10-foot radius smoke cloud?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I would not be a dick and say, "Well, you gotta wait for the smoke to start forming."
Yeah. Like I would not expand. I would not expect it to expand any beyond that. But if I move, the cloud would follow me, or it would leave a lingering cloud.
It would leave a lingering cloud.
Okay. All right.
It's
cool.
an ever-smoking bottle. Do you choose what kind of smoke comes out of it?
Can you choose the
just as
color?
No, not color. What the smoke itself is. Are you able to make an ever-smoking blunt, basically?
With an artificer, maybe.
Well, we have one of
That
those.
would be fun.
So you could.
But no, I'm just looking forward to the fact that I'll be able to see through the smoke.
Nice.
I like how everybody's like, people are like semi-normal, and then you have fucking Jeff's, and it's this creepy little bunny dude. Like, hey, buddy. Hi.
I think I've got a nice creepy voice. Well, not creepy, but a voice formed now too.
I gotta figure out a voice for Balgor.
I'm still working on it, but my name's Crix.
That sounds like you're gonna kill yourself.
Hell no.
That's what you're gonna play for 3 years?
My old man lizard.
I'm probably just gonna stick with my normal
not
voice
old,
like
I'm
I
28.
usually do.
Name's Crix.
Just
Or I
a
could
little
just be
bit
like,
more
"My
pep
name's
in my
Crix."
step.
So I'd have.
Skarnog's gonna be a weird one.
Aren't all your characters weird ones?
I mean, most of them, yes. Most of them, yes. I
All
do
right.
have a very, very basic bitch fucking where is it? No, not campaigns. Characters.
So in regards to your Saturday campaign,
Yes.
would you be open to, on the potential that I end up having to work and not to derail the campaign, playing as my character more like in a backseat, but making choices for my character if there are days that I'm not there?
Yeah, I don't mind that so long as it's not like you and other people who also can't make it. Like that's sort of been a problem a little bit. The only reason
Saturdays are a
why
lot easier for me as well.
the only reason why an individual person having been missing for the last like few months has been a problem is because they were in their final arc, and I asked them. I said, "Hey, since you guys are doing your last thing and you're tracking down the last boss and you're going through the last dungeon and all that sort of stuff, do you guys want to make sure that everybody's here for this? So if one person's gone, then we postpone." They're like, "Yeah, we want to do that." So if even one person was gone, we couldn't play. So we ended up skipping out on, I think, altogether, not in a row, but 2 months of sessions
Jesus.
because of that.
Fucking
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I'm one of my big things is not inconveniencing the others. So I would be like, nope, you can go on without me. I don't want to screw you guys over because I have an uncontrollable thing.
Oh, by the way,
but yeah, so if that's the case, I get to make Violet Salazar my sorceress.
if it's okay with you, I'd like to flavor my rage instead of it being like pure rage. It's like hyperfixation.
God, you're an ADD barbarian.
Well,
I was just about to say.
Because like me and Ranko were talking, and it would make sense character-wise because like that's what she would like happen during like her performances doing acrobat stuff. She would get hyper-focused during it, and it would just be like hyperfixation.
So rather than say forgetting that you have to pee, you're forgetting that you just took a sword to the shoulder.
Yeah,
I love it.
I don't notice. I'm hyper-focused on beating someone's ass.
So what subclass are you going?
World Tree.
Fuck yes! I've been so interested in that. I'm so happy that I'm gonna see it in play.
6 levels World Tree, 2 levels Monk.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Are you ever gonna pick go 3rd level, like when you hit 9? Are you gonna hit level 3 Monk and get a subclass?
Yeah, the rest of my levels are going into Monk. And then I am probably going to do where is it? Let me see. Let me up that to level 3.
Because I know after a certain point in Barbarian, it's not really worth it.
Warrior of the Elements, yeah.
Ooh.
Oops.
Oh god, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that class is stupid fucking strong.
Roy, Lundy, does the Valgor look alright? Do I need to add anything else? Did I miss something? I think I have most of the things in there.
Sorry, I just got done with Havens and Jeff's.
Oh, you're good.
Which Need for Fear is ours?
New group who dis.
Oh yeah.
I can't. I've been trying to like dig in these chats for the notes that you put like for the gods of your campaign. I can't fucking find it. Can you send it to me? So I can like pick out a specific god for the clerical stuff for Valgor.
It was pinned as well.
Yeah, I can't find it in the pins either. Or maybe I'm just like stupid. Probably, honestly.
No cobalt token.
Fuck.
I don't know what that means. Alright, something going on with yours, Toby. I can't import it for some particular reason. I'll have to look into that.
No cobalt token?
Yeah.
No resistance.
Were there any issues with mine so far?
I haven't looked at yours yet.
Okay.
No.
But
I sent you like a hefty Word document, so.
Yep, I did go through that. I like the fact that you have rejected images for your character as well. That you just
I needed somewhere to put them because they were
archived.
pretty.
You wanted to keep them around, but they were not going to be applicable.
Wait, what do you have?
Something wrong.
I have a whole like Word document with different tabs for each like topic, like every appearance and.
Yeah, I think you sent it to me, and I was like,
You
damn.
went in. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You like did a full detailed, kind of like how Soup did.
24,
Probably.
24.
Yeah.
Background
I like having
is
references.
24.
Oh, cobalt.
Species.
What the fuck does that mean?
Dragon.
Is it the foundry that ends in 1 or ends in 0?
Dragonborn is also from core rules.
Never mind. I found
Everything
it.
should
Hey,
be
Lundy,
fine. What is
Yeah.
it?
you busy right now?
Put it-
At the moment, I'm trying to upload people's fucking character sheets, and I'm having problems because I'm having errors. So I'm gonna have to contact the D&D Beyond folks and see what the hell they can tell me.
All you had to say was
Oh,
yes, man.
could it be? Could it be the
Fucking
Tempest
asshole,
domain?
Rick.
That's why I asked.
What are you
I am
looking for,
autistic.
Toby?
Could it be the Tempest domain that the stuff just don't have that anymore at all in there?
The Tempest
subclass.
domain is specifically a 2014 thing, but I don't think that should be a problem because it should still be usable.
Yeah, because I don't think I have anything else other than the Tempest domain.
I honestly don't think that's the issue. I don't think Cobalt Token is referring to your subclass. But I'm gonna have to get in contact with the D&D Beyond folks, so it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a while, actually. Definitely not gonna resolve this tonight. I know that much.
Yeah. No, I'm also trying to look if I can find anything. But yeah, everything else should be just core. All of the equipment as well. Or wait. Would Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the Amulet of the Devout, do it?
No. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to ask. I have to ask them
right.
what the problem could be. So
the error didn't give you any
no, it
information.
just says no Cobalt token. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it just says no. Fuck off. Okay, got it. All right.
It says, fuck are you.
Weird.
Oh, and it's a throwing weapon. Lundy, if you don't know, it's fine. But how much would my Claw of Hidden Fury +1 be worth? Because with my new build, I don't use it really.
Probably like 1,000 gold.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, cool.
Something is up. What is it? Do I have to?
I'll be right back.
Why? It's saying my armor class is only 14, but it should be 17.
I know.
Okay.
I literally put it to Barbarian, unarmored, unarmored, and for some reason it's going based off of your wisdom instead of your con. I do not know why. It literally says in the formula, Dex and Con. So it shouldn't be doing that.
At least that means I can afford some mithril. That's good.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello, you little pooch.
Oh yeah, I don't need
you
that.
little pooch.
Fuck it.
Oh, may I ask something of you, Lundy?
Sure.
Can you change my name from Thothon to Jeff in Blood in the Water?
Yes. when I get around.
Thank you, sir. No worries.
Yeah, for some reason, it's just not letting me change your AC. Even, I don't know why.
What the heck?
Like, even...
It's because of her... Wait. Is her tough feat transferring properly too?
Yeah, I
Tough
have.
Feet's not related to AC.
No, I know, but there's a reason
I
I'm
have
asking.
all my hit points.
Yeah, she's got 105 hit points,
Okay.
which is a fuck ton.
Yeah, barbarian.
Especially for a fairy.
Actually, it's funny because
Barbarian
she's
levels
max
and an Amulet
strength.
of Health will do that.
She is she's a very strong fairy. She can pick up like 300 pounds.
Yep. I don't know why you decided to put that in strength and not dex. That would make more sense, but...
I promise if I were to sit down and explain it to you, you would agree with me.
I promise.
Have I
you'd
heard
just
the
sit here and be
explanation?
like,
Probably.
this all sounds like it would be
Probably.
easier done with dex.
It wouldn't. I
Okay.
promise. I promise.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
very specific reasons for it. Like, so for example, her strength saving, she has multiple saving throws that are paramount to her build that require strength saving throws, for instance. And the things that she gets from Monk, she doesn't need to have like those dex things from it.
I guess you don't need to use the dex bonus for Monk, but it ups your damage and it ups your AC, and it's just more useful than strength.
No, because she's using the barbarians.
But she has Monk levels.
I know. She has both.
Yeah.
But if she went dex, her strength would be dog shit, and her DCs would... The whole point to her character really wouldn't work, because they'd probably just pass the DCs.
Because they'd have to make a strength saving throw, which would be 8 plus your proficiency plus your strength modifier. So
Yep.
I see what he's...
What
I see
thing?
the argument he's
What like maneuvers or whatever DCs that they have to do with her?
So like
Path
her
of the World Tree at
yeah,
level
her
6.
main ability.
They could, any creature you could see within 30, you could force them to make a strength saving throw, and if they fail, you teleport them to you. Pretty much.
And then she has another strength ability that's paramount.
And it reduces their speed to 0. So it's done at the start of their turn. You could use a reaction
Yeah.
to move them to you, pull them
I mean,
to you,
okay, then
and
that's
make
fine.
their
It's
speed
just,
0.
There's other reasons too, but that's the
fine.
primary
It's
one.
it's like an unoptimized character concept. It's fine.
Swoosh.
Why the fuck is it not letting me change the goddamn armor class? Now I gotta yell at the Foundry people as well.
My Enduring Spellbook like worth anything?
I think any spellbook is worth anything.
What spells do you have in it?
I don't think I've really done that, so I've just been like doing history stuff with Henrietta. I don't
He
think
hasn't written any spells in it yet. It's empty.
Yeah, I don't think I've really done that. I mean, well, I guess if you're like technically, I guess did they go in when I hit a point in Wizard?
I think you have to manually write them in.
Yeah.
But I get a certain amount just from going into Wizard, though, right? I mean,
Yes.
so and those go into the book.
Yes.
So just a few level 1 Wizard spells.
Sure. That's all you got.
Yeah. Does that? I mean, is it still like? So is that like worthless, or does I have no idea? Like, I don't even see a reference for anything saying how much it could be worth. Because you said I don't need it if I do the build I told you about.
Yeah, if you want to sell, you go ahead. Change the AC to bearing, but no. So says on
Threbbin.
Anybody else using poison?
Soup has poison.
Funny enough, not a lot of people use poison, which is
I-
weird because it's surprisingly good. I don't know how
my
it's
character is
new
definitely going to
on the
be using poison a lot. I was just wondering if anybody else is. I think soup, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense for soup, right?
Soup probably could, yeah.
Well, actually, no, I don't
Is-
think he
is
is.
the-
He's going artillerist.
He might put like
Oh,
Is the
nice.
poison in
poisoner-
No.
in
No, I
his
don't
bullets
No.
or something.
Nah, not for artillerist. I don't think he would do that. He might have some like gizmo or something.
Poison is always good.
All right, your AC is fixed, Sora.
Heck yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, the poisoner feat is one that I've been playing around with the concept of wanting to use it, because that's just 50 gold in an hour, so 50 gold every long rest, for a handful of poisons, which on a bonus action just add 2d8 poison damage and a potential. 2d8 poison damage and be poisoned until the end of the next turn, which if they pass a con save, which could be really fucking interesting for comboing with other players.
No.
I'm on my third character.
For this campaign, 4th character out overall.
Yeah.
I kind of like the molten bronze skin one. Just seems really cool. Oh, but it requires attunement.
What does?
The armor I'm looking at. I don't know if I want to use attunement for like armor.
Mm.
Oh my god, it gives you resistance to fire damage though. I don't think that's worth an attunement slot though. I don't know. Jeff,
Yeah.
what reasons do you think it's worth an attunement slot to go either molten bronze skin plate, or demon skin plate over mithril plate?
What are the effects of them?
So the molten bronze skin plate, it's like a molten bronze jug, and then it just like goes over your body, and it's just like this bronze skin that it contours to you, and it basically it becomes your skin, and you don't have it doesn't impede dexterity checks or anything like that, and it gives you fire resistance. And the demon skin is kind of cool.
Isn't demon skin plate cursed?
I don't think so. It's resistance to poison damage, but the same thing. It's like a bubbly black ichor that goes over your body. I think
And
just
those are
getting
both
resistance. Yeah, I think getting just resistance to one type of damage is all you really gain for attunement. I don't think that's worth it. Because you could, I don't know, I could run something else that does something, I don't know.
Potentially, because I
It's
know
just, it sounds so cool though.
Soup is gonna make, well, that could be like, it's if you're mostly min-max and you're mostly optimized, having one thing that's a little less than ideal is, I think, is
See,
acceptable.
it's funny
That's what I'm
because
doing with Crix, because I'm doing the mask that I want the mask because it's fucking cool, and it plays into the idea of my character a little bit that you can't be detected, can't be tracked while it's on, and just because the mask can do, I could deal an extra 2d4 fire damage, but I would have to be burning, which would mean I'd take 1d4 fire damage every turn. That's
Right.
enough for me to want to be like, Soup is going to make him fire resistant armor.
I'm not really min-max. I would say the OG Raikou is more min-maxed than this build.
So what's the other armor
I'm
you're thinking about taking?
Mithril. It's just a plate that doesn't have a strength or a strength requirement, and it doesn't give you disadvantage on stealth. I would say this this one has a lower AC. It's not as tanky. Doesn't have as many attacks. Doesn't do as much damage, but it has like a little bit more battlefield control.
And are you doing medium or heavy?
Plate.
All right. I have gotten in contact with Foundry and figured out the problem with the AC issue. Unfortunately, the D&D Beyond folks have made it quite clear that messaging their help on Discord is low priority and to not expect same-day responses.
What the heck?
So, in terms of being able to import the ones that have the errors, which right now includes Madison's character and Topi's character, hopefully I'll have that figured out by next week.
Okay.
Right.
So that's pretty much all I can do for right now in terms of getting everybody's characters good to go. Because I'm also having the same issue, I think, with well, we are not importing the new Raikou yet.
I don't have a character yet. Still.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing because I did run the numbers. I don't know. I'm basically making a weaker character, but I thought it was okay to do something a little bit more fun, I guess, because we have.
I mean, the story reason that you gave me sounded pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too, and I am kind of like laying a little bit more into building a character into reasons that make sense RP wise rather than min-maxing, which I think you guys should be proud of me for because it hurts.
Yep.
I am proud
progress.
It hurts a lot.
It,
I sat here
it
for like
has
45
been...
minutes running numbers for statistics and trajectory and like how much less damage I would do, and I was like, damn it. But it's okay because we have an aura.
Hi.
And we
Paldinar.
have a ducky.
A ducky?
Wait,
What?
who's giving the aura?
My character's name is Aura.
Yeah.
My character's name is
doing nothing but
Ducky.
aura farming.
We
I
have
was
a
just about to say,
dedicated
are you a
tank
farmer?
and a dedicated healer, so I don't have to be.
Wait, is
like-
your character's name Ducky?
It is.
Oh, that's adorable.
And apparently, Madison fell in love with your Eladrin concept.
Yeah. Though I went, except for one season, I'm subtle. I'm very subtle.
I didn't go with subtlety.
All right, guys. Well, regardless, that's pretty much all I can do in terms of working on the other game right now until Discord gets back to me about my issues. And I'm gonna go ahead and call the other game wrapped up there. So yeah, obviously we're not sticking around for the full 4 hours.
I'm pretty sure I
three and a
have
half anyway.
like, from what I can see, like I'm able to change this shit, right? Like I can just like experiment with it to see like where I want it to land. And also because of like what we talked about before on like what would happen with like that next thing, I think I can change it to the new character and basically cosplay as old Raikou just fine. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
For sure. Unless anybody else has anything else they need to talk to me about, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for now.
Later, dog. This is gonna stay
Later.
up, right?
Yeah, I'll keep this up. It's not
okay,
a problem.
cool.
Fuck around with
So
it.
don't make
I
a
actually
fun new
wanted to-
world.
I wanted to ask Jeff and see his opinion on this, because I don't know. It's definitely a weaker character, but it's I don't know. I do think it's funny that none of us have a character that's getting like full-fledged wizard spells, which I think
I've
is
got a
interesting.
bunch of spells.
Right, but
Well, I
none of
think-
us are taking full-fledged like a actual full caster wizard kind of spells.
Pure caster.
Yeah.
I am a pure caster.
Yes, but you're a druid.
Druids can be good casters.
Yeah.
I
And
do have
Madison's a
magic
healer.
initiate. I do have magic initiate.
Ooh.
Now I'm
Excuse
more
me.
banking on the fact that I'm gonna run a Oh, actually, yeah, I was gonna ask you. So, Lundy.
Yeah.
For the sinners, let me get to the
You called?
features. Hexslinger.
Uh-huh.
So the dead man, if I roll a double 6 on the sneak attack ones, and it does a and the next attack after that is a crit, I get it does 3 times damage instead of, well, it rolls the attack's damage dice 3 times instead of twice. So would that mean I would do 2 additional max damage on my weapon attack damage, 2 additional max on my sneak attack damage if it's a sneak attack, and 2 additional attack max on, say, if I have this flaming Visage of the Old Ways to where I deal 2d4 extra fire damage? Would that mean I would deal like 16 extra fire damage plus the 2d4?
Yeah. That would be how Dead Man works.
See, this is why I'm not going to caster this one. These crits will be fucking insane if I get it. I doubt I'm going to get one during the entire session.
I would
roll
love
max
it
on
if
sneak
you
attack and
only
then a
ever
crit.
got it on like shitty little mooks. That would be hilarious to me.
Dude,
Like if the dude's bloodied, has like 2 health left.
So there is one way that I can make this character do insane Nova 1-turn damage, and it's with hold person or hold monster where it paralyzes them, and then I auto crit everything. And if I were to do that, it is insane damage.
Dude, actually, no.
It's the same damage for anybody if you do that, yeah.
Right, but
If
I'm doing something so I can cast Eldritch Blast like 3 times in 1 turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you could just paralyze them. Like if I roll the 12 on that
There's a
and we have
poison
someone
that
who
does
could
it too.
paralyze the guy, then we could just guarantee that
He's
fucking
gonna
truck
die.
hit.
Yes. So the way I was gonna do it is I there's a poison that attempts to paralyze them. If that doesn't work, then you can meta magic into like with the feet to try to hold person or hold monster, and so you have like 2 tries to try to paralyze them before doing like a Nova turn with action surge.
I need a pencil. I need to write out this. Where
All right,
are
guys.
all of my fucking writing utensils?
I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Good
Bye,
night, Harvey.
guys.
I'm gonna hop off.
Righto.
Bye.
Yeah,
Have a
Harvey's
good one,
already
everyone.
napping.
Take it easy.
Is there a wand of haste?
I don't
I
know.
doubt it.
I also am gonna hop
Find one.
off.
Wand of
I gotta go
secrets.
call my bank.
What? Now?
$80 has been paid to Roblox for some reason
Yo.
from my bank account. So
Yo.
You gotta have a
Did
talk
Millie
with the
buy
kid.
some
I gotta
shit?
go.
Did you help Millie or something? Like, what did you do? Where was it? What do you mean?
Millie hopefully did not buy some shit because it's on my debit card. That's always on my phone.
Man, Roblox is on a fucking, they're great, huh?
Y'all,
So
y'all
I gotta
check
go.
what's
I gotta
going on.
go call my bank
Yeah.
see if they can stop that payment.
I want to run this build
Alright.
by you, Jeff. Are you staying on for a minute?
Yeah, I'm doing some math real quick though.
That's what I was essentially doing, but I don't know if it's, dude, I don't know. I think that this build is very cool, and I think it will be very fun positioning-wise, and I think Lundy is dead wrong about Haven's character being unoptimized. I don't think when Lundy had just looked at the character, I don't think he quite understands what her character is capable of doing. Her build is a very specific build that's going to do insane shit. Like, I
You're
was
just
actually...
min-maxing everything, huh?
Dude, if I crit on this center thing, I would be critting 1d8 plus 5 plus 46 plus 2d4 plus 89 damage.
Yeah. I mean, that's decent.
Fucking hell.
That's decent, dude.
So
Oh, and it's
I don't want to.
it's
Okay.
force damage.
I mean, I'm just okay. Like building a Nova character, that's kind of like that's the only thing I really care about. So like a 1-turn, like kind of fucking. So that's why I always go fighter for action surge and then always meta magic. And like, so me and Soup were on the other night and we were theory crafting to the point that like Soup was like getting mad at me because he said that he thinks that if I do this character and I basically do the build that I did on a big bad, that it's gonna fuck everybody else, because then he says that he thinks that Lundy is going to basically have to change like the characters we play against, because basically if the initial paralyzation works, this build does about 380 damage.
Can you crit on a saving throw spell?
On an AC 18 person.
No, saving throw. You could only crit on attack roll spells.
I'm never going to crit because I have nothing to crit with.
Yeah, but also if you paralyze a dude, are you gonna get extra attacks that same turn?
Yes. I've approved everything. I talk to Lundy constantly because sometimes even if it's a raw rule, like for example, you know that the new rules with how you can just exchange weapons and shit now. So
Yeah.
like you can basically just have a shit ton of weapons and you don't have to like waste bonus actions or whatever to do shit. You can just say I exchange this and then attack with this. So rules is written, there's a lot of argument that if you are using a shield, you can still open hand strike while holding the shield with the way the new 2024 rules are written. And it's just like conversations like that is why I had to talk to him. So when I was building this, I had to ask him like a billion questions. But it's not really, I can do that, but I basically blow everything. Like it's not that I won't. I also have like 5 attacks a turn after it. But, and also what I'm describing is level 13. because we're going up to level 13, and then it will be like, But I still think that on an all-out Nova turn, 380 damage should still be like really good for level 13. Probably right now it's probably almost exactly like around 2/3 that. Because, like, even if I didn't do, for example, like, if I didn't do the paralyzation, I can still meta magic a fireball. Which, depending on what that was against a single target, but if we're against, like, a whole fuck ton of people, the idea is I go in, I fireball, and then I just go in with a billion attacks to take care of whoever the fuck's left. And also, every single one of my attacks is going to have the push ability. So I'm going to essentially have, because I'm a fighter at level 9, you are capable of using slow, push, or sap on any weapon.
Yeah.
And then I'm also a warlock, so I would be able to use Eldritch Blast in exchange of one of my attacks. And so I would do my Nick attack and exchange that for 3 Eldritch Blasts. And each one of those is going to be able to push 10 feet as well. So the idea would be, like, I could also go around while having hasted myself, like the turn prior, and to kind of like hit everybody, like go around, because I'm also going to be able to cast through my familiar. So we can like basically go around people, hit them back until they all get into like a basically battlefield control to put everybody where we want them to be, and then just fireball.
So I got this conjure animals. You know what it does, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what Madison's main fighting ability is going to be.
Conjure animals?
Yeah, because she's a shepherd.
Right. I do that too.
Yeah. Other than her fire finger pistol things.
Yeah, no, conjure animals is fucking sick. You just put it on and you can just...
It's fucking really
that's
good.
what I'm gonna be using.
I thought that you would use Call Lightning more.
Why?
Because of your lightning.
Yeah, I thought that would just
Your
be like
storm
more...
thing.
Exactly.
Well, I'm definitely not using it for Call Lightning, because at max damage, that's just 40, when I could use it for like a lightning bolt, which is 96. And I can get the max damage from that.
I'm sorry. Did it overdraft your account? Do you need any money?
Because like Call Lightning is good and all, but like I just put conjure animals, and I can just move that wherever I need it to.
Yeah, no, I know.
While
it's
also
really good.
like propelling people away from me.
It's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
What would you choose? Like a bunch of pseudo dragons?
No.
You get to pick like what animal the herd is.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
flavor?
there's spectral intangible animals.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you could choose
still
what they
pick
look like.
What herd of animals it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking what it would be.
Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be like some fucking flying fish or something.
Me and Madison
Like
were talking about...
or like electric eels, or no, not electric eels, because it has to be
flying electric eels.
They do slashing damage. Electric eels makes no sense.
Could whip their tails.
You could make them
Again,
moray
no.
eels.
Yeah, I could make them moray eels, or I could just
They've
make
got a
them
vicious
those
fucking bite.
like flying fish. And because like those fins that they used to fly are
Yep.
quite sharp, actually.
Yep, that'll...
I can end it.
I think that's a good one.